They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Hey, 57, 57.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Stop.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins from 3 yards out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson on for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Caught at a very strong gain of 24.
On one, ready?
Play action. It's Burrow.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, nice move. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
At the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
On one, ready?
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11, MT, take. 11, stop.
Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Mixon again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Bengals 24. Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill puts it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Hey, we got to go score.
And they go play action now. Burrow
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar
chase. 39 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time, Travis Kelce down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Chiefs 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
11.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Mahomes.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the Bengals 42-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Mahomes.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Sheds off the tackle.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, You can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Score, Bengals 45, Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He sets to fire deep. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He juked him. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
12, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
2nd and 7.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Justin Ross.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll leave.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And it would appear that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Stop.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 20, Joe Mixon.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco,
48 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to claw one back.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Attack, attack!
Mahomes now on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's got some space here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
24-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a first down, Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards on the play.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll try again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back in the 14. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball. But instead, it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
I'm fine, ready?
There's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
159 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brenton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will They'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score. Bengals 59, Chiefs 29. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away.